Hey Pisces, welcome to your quarterly reading for October to December. I am Charlene Lizette. Whether you are new or whether you are returning, a massive thank you to you. Either way, I hope you click subscribe and become a part of our collective. Listen, I can't believe that I am doing October to December of 2025. How did we get here? How did we get here? You know? How did we? How did we? I feel like it was just yesterday. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up. Okay, I'm just showing my age right now with my songs. Anyways, listen, while I'm pulling out these cards, I got to give you guys a huge thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being so amazing. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscribes, for watching my videos. For those of you that donated to the GoFundMe, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm going to do an update on the video for the GoFundMe as well. But you guys, just in general, like, this community has expanded. Okay, can we calm down? This community has expanded so much this year, and it's you guys. I'm so grateful to you guys. You know, I'm grateful to you guys for showing up, for being here for me, for being here for each other. As I was saying in all the other readings, and I'll say it here as well, this world right now is so divisive and there's so much polarity that, in my opinion, one of the best ways to really shift the vibration, help evolve this world, is to stop feeding the polarity, right? Stop feeding the divisiveness. Remember that it is two wings of the same bird. Remember that they are purposely trying to create chaos and conflict in order to keep us from evolving, from helping to manifest and co-create the new earth. And so, you know, to you guys who have all come here and shown up in the highest vibrational frequency of all, for your highest good and for the highest good of the collective, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Okay, Pisces, let's see what's going on, my angels. October, November, December. You've got Saturn back in your sign as a Pisces moon and rising. Saturn can teach me all the lessons because I'm here. Teach me how to teach me all the lessons. I'm okay. Listen, Saturn is going to be here until February for you. He's going to be chilling in your sign. If you're Pisces rising, you're going to be feeling it the most. Thoughts and prayers. This is about the hard work, the discipline, the structure, the maturity, the growing up so that you can truly manifest and cultivate your dream life. This is about realizing where you've been playing small, your limiting beliefs, your self-sabotaging behaviors, your ego, like all the shadow, dark aspects of Pisces, of you, right? And what's required here to release, transmute, transform, and step into this new version of you. I really like that you got sextile as your astrology card. In astrology, a sextile is considered a harmonious aspect. Some of the keywords include integration, cooperation, skills, ingenuity, harmony, okay, empathy. Whenever there's a sextile in synastry or a chart, I can see that these two planets actually work well together. They harmonize well together. And I feel like overall, despite whatever the journey is from October to November and December for you guys, there is harmony that is weaved together through this journey, and it's for your highest good. We have Star Brothers, horse, energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust, okay? Anything that happens to you, whether it's a rejection, whether it's an obstacle, whether it's a challenge, whether it's a moment of deep introspection and deep self-reflection where you realize how you are the self-saboteur in your own life, where you are creating your own problems because you are operating either from ego or from your wounded inner child, they're all here to teach you. They're all here to help you evolve. They're all here to help you grow. Okay. And then we have envy here, which is spicy, spicy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. So I would ask you, where are you potentially experiencing envy in your life? Are you seeing other people in romantic relationships and wondering when it's your turn and why it hasn't happened for you? Do you see other people's success and go, oh, well, they don't deserve it, they have it easy? Meanwhile, you don't know the sweat, blood, and tears that they've been through, right? Where are you operating from these lower octave energies that are honestly just, it's time for you to let them go. It's time for you to release them. And I'll be really transparent with you guys as well. You know, the last month, like especially eclipse season, because I was binged directly with it. I've just been like, honestly, God's just been like, shots fired for the last couple of years. I'm like, brah, can I get a break? Like, when is it my turn to get a break? Right? Envy, right? You know, it's a learning lesson. All these things that happen are happening for you, not to you. They're trying to teach you something. They're wanting to empower you. They're wanting you to evolve. They're wanting you to grow. And the next couple of months are no different. At the bottom of the deck, you got judgment, bro. I know firsthand that life can get very overwhelming, very confusing, and very challenging at times. And that is why I've partnered together with Psychic Source. This is what their website looks like. When you go on the Psychic Source website, you get to explore all of their professional, vetted psychic advisors to see which is the psychic advisor that best connects with you. Whether you are looking for some answers with respect to your career, your love life, your personal life in general, or you're trying to manifest that next level in your life, the vetted psychic advisors over at Psychic Source will help you and guide you along the way, along the journey. And I even use them myself. Yes, I know that I'm psychic. Yes, I know that I use tarot and astrology and all sorts of divination. But trust me, trust you, sometimes I need a neutral third party who is a professional, who is vetted to guide me as well in my journey. And that's when I reach out to Psychic Source. I love that it is a judgment-free zone. It is a safe space. And my favorite part is that you can connect with the vetted psychic advisors in a multitude of different ways. So after you go through the profiles and you pick the one that you like best, that you feel calls to you, you can either call them, text them, or video call. I like to call them myself, and they are there to help and guide you through life's enigmas. Now, for those of you that are new to Psychic Source has been kind enough to extend up to 40 minutes for just $19.80. It is a $240 value that you are receiving by using my link. It's right here or down in the description box below. Now, a massive thank you to Psychic Source for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to your reading and see what the cards have in store for you. Massive spiritual awakenings for a lot of you, soul growth, stretched beyond your limit, dark night of the soul kind of stuff. If you want me to put together videos on like spiritual awakenings, dark night of the soul, all that kind of stuff, let me know in the comments. I'll do it, okay? The King of Wands and the Moon, it's like you're afraid to show up in your highest expression, this place of confidence and self-trust, but for why? Right? I always say that to my son, Charlie, whenever he's going through stuff. I'm like, but for why? But for why are you doing that? Like, what's the reason? What's the underlying reason? In October, the 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, and the 4 of Cups, there's so much to celebrate here. And it's like you still can't see the gift being offered to you by the universe. What's going on, Pisces? You know, are you melancholic? The 8 of Pentacles to the 3 of Cups, this is your hard work and reaping the rewards, celebrating, spending time with friends, the people that you love, finding ways to experience joy, ease, and bliss because of the hard work that you've put in. So it's like, I'm going to work hard and I'm going to play well. I'm going to learn to be in pleasure and joy of life. The 4 of Cups tells me that though, at the end of the day, Source is trying to gift you something here, especially in the month of October, and it's like you're blind as a bat to it. But for why? Right? What is this gift? You know, if I was sitting down and we were having a little chitty chat together, could you turn around and say, oh, Shar, I know exactly what the gift is. And it's just because I'm scared of being vulnerable. I'm scared of being hurt. I'm scared of failing. I don't want to embarrass myself. I have fear of rejection, fear of criticism, like fear of loss of love, fear of loss of money, poverty, la la. Like, what is it that's stopping you from accepting this? Because you're protected. And meanwhile, you're acting envious or having these underlying tones of like jealousy, envy, and like wishing and wanting. Source is like, but like I'm literally giving it to you. So why aren't you like being happy with what you got? Right? It's that gratitude energy that is so potent and so powerful, Pisces. Then as we move into November, we got the Fool, the 6 of Swords, the 6 of Wands. Sorry, I should have said in the beginning as well. This is like overarching energy to your monthlies and your weeklies, okay? So these are like main themes that we talk about. The Fool is a major arcana. Love this for you. It's a starting of a new chapter here in your life. There's excitement. There is optimism. There's childlike behavior, potentially even a little bit of naivety, but it's like that leap of faith that we got to take. You know, if you enter into a new relationship, you got to take a leap of faith. You cannot guarantee that this person's not going to break your heart or that you're not going to break their heart. There's no way to know until you're in it, right? Same with a career. Imagine I sat here and was in fear of posting on social media. I would have never gotten to where I am on social media. Like, I would have never launched this channel. It wouldn't have reached the level of success that it has. Do you see what I'm saying? But it's that jumping. You just don't know. And so my question is, why do you keep looking at things like they're going to automatically fail or fumble? Where is the optimism? Where is the joyful expectation? Where is the surrender? Where is the trust? The Six of Swords, the Six of Wands does tell me that some of you might be taking a little trip in November, might be on a little journey here. If it's not an actual trip, like a literal like travel trip, it could have to do with your mindset just massively shifting here. And it's that mindset shift from tumultuous waters, challenges, difficulties, limiting self-belief, self-deprecating thoughts. They don't love me. I'm not lovable. I'm not worthy enough. I got to do this first before I have this. Like all that jibber jabber. Oh my God, bruh. You finally move into like a calm state of mind. Maybe you go talk to a therapist. I don't know. Maybe you do something. Maybe you change your diet around, or like, you know, the mind gut is so powerful. That connection is so powerful. And especially for you guys, you got to have your mind right, Pisces. You got to have your mind right. And ultimately this right state of mind, okay, leads you to the Six of Wands, which to me is like, yes, I take this. I like it. But it comes after you shift your mindset. So November does give you an opportunity to experience some level of success, some level of victory here, some level of happiness. Now, we'll dive into love at the very, very end, FYI, okay? In December, we have the Knight of Swords, the Tower, and the Chariot. There is going to be a lot of communication. There's going to be a lot of conversation. There's going to be a lot of curiosity. There's going to be a lot of speaking, texting, meetings, talking. My advice to you is to be so conscious and careful of what you are communicating, to whom you are communicating it to, and the way in which you are delivering your messages, because that Tower here is saying there are things here that are going to have to go. For some of you, this could actually be like moving. Like actually like I shared this, I think, in the past with you guys when we lived on the old house, which was like one of my favorite houses that we ever lived at. The landlord ended up putting it up for sale during panini times. And so we had to move out of it. And like, I was devastated, but I knew it was coming because I kept pulling tarot cards, and every single time I kept getting the Tower card. And so I was like, we're leaving this house soon. Like I knew we were leaving it, and I was like in denial about it, but I also knew it. This is the things that are not properly, don't have proper foundation in your life, Pisces. They're going to go. The beautiful thing is that there's control here. I'm going to pull out a clarifier for the Tower. There's control here though with that Chariot. I also want to say to you as well, that you need to be really careful with respect to your relationships, and your family dynamics, like that kind of stuff. I don't know if you're just going to be overwhelmed because it's Christmas and it's the holidays, and if you don't celebrate Christmas, whatever you celebrate in December, you know, it's just like a lot of stuff going on. But be so mindful that you're not acting out of haste, okay? Or self-deprecation. I'm just going to get a clarifier on this Tower. I want to see what this Tower is actually. Ooh, manifestation. Yeah. You're manifesting like love, abundance, success here, but it's going to come at an expense. Here's what I'm going to say to you, dude. Sometimes in life, when we're reaching that next chapter, we have to let go of all the stuff in the past, or we have to experience some form of change. For some of you, this is like moving out of your parents' house. For others of you, this is like moving out from one home to enter into like living with your partner. And your family's not happy about it. You know, I think about my neighbor. She's from the States, you know. She left her family. She left her mom, her sister, her friends to move up to Canada to be with her partner. And I've seen that happen time and time again, right? I have other neighbors, one's from Scotland, one's from England. They left their family in Europe to come here. That stuff like that happens. It's part of evolution. It's part of growth. My advice to you is, in the way, if you're navigating that in the month of December, it's the way in which you communicate things that's going to make all the difference, because this is long-term big changes that you are making in your life, okay? And so be in control of the way that you are navigating this journey. Let's dive into your love reading here, okay? The Lovers. The Seven of Cups, okay? I love this girl's face in this card because she's so not impressed. She's like, okay. And like TBH, it reminds me, It reminds me of me when I go out with my girlfriends. My girlfriends are like, how are you ever going to find a man? And I'm like, I don't want any of these. Ew. You have to be nicer. I'm like, no. I don't wanna. You know, because I'm nice. I know when someone deserves my niceness. Other than that, I'm like this. Look at her face. It's like, okay, let's dive into your love reading. It's just killing me. And the guys are like, yeah, baby, look at me, I'm the prize. And she's like, actually, you're not. Page of Cups and the Lovers in October. So there's a connection here that's been brewing for a while. Could feel very soulmatey. Could feel very much like you guys like, well, okay, everyone needs to relax. Could feel like, you know, yeah, there's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of feelings. A lot of cards fell out, so I'm not going to take any of these. I'm going to reshuffle and get a nice one here. Oh, Death was the one that was flipped upside down, though. Yeah, it makes, this is like, but the page is naive. The page wants to make the offer here, but like needs to step up and act like a man or a woman. Like there is a level of maturity here that's required with that page. Let's look at the Seven of Cups here in November, see what's going on. The Chariot. It's about you taking control of your love life, right? Which you might have lots of suitors in the month of November. There might be lots of options coming your way in the month of November. And maybe that's part of the reason why you feel so, you know, so bonita, so good. Oof, Three of Pentacles, Four of Wands. The Star, the Empress at the bottom of the deck, and the Sun. Look, if you're single like a Pringle, I think over the next couple of months, you're going to be having a lot of opportunities, a lot of suitors. If you are talking to somebody or talking to some people, like you're like casually seeing people or dating or in the talking stages, there could be a realization that like some of these people are not, you got to let these ones go. But then there's other ones that you're like, oh, I think these are ones that I want to like lean into commitment with. And then ultimately, if you are in a committed relationship, I do see that in the month, especially in the month of December, you guys are going to be having conversations about moving in together, marriage, taking the relationship to the next level and what that would look like as a union. Whether that's like going from dating to like committed relationship to moving in together to engagement. You see what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of changes happening, you guys, you know, and I'm not surprised. Jupiter, if you're a Pisces rising, is in your 5th house. Dating, relationships, it's at the forefront, man. A lot of you are really preparing to enter into some sort of commitment in your love life. So yeah, my advice is listen to your heart, but also pay attention to pillars of compatibility. All right. If you want to book a session, you want to work with me in any capacity, it's down in the description box below. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscribes. We will see you later, alligators. Peace out. Bye.